What's up, YouTube? It's the Zebra Guy, or Marty, or however you want to know me as. Thank you for joining me for a new video. As you can see, we do have the Pro Controller in my hand, so we're doing a Switch game. Now, it's been a while since I've done a game like this. This is a visual novel. That's what I think it is. But before we get into the game, we have to do the pleasantries. So a massive thank you to keymailer and to the devs and PCube for providing the key for this game. So yeah, this is, I don't know, it's the first look. There's not much I know about it. It is called Ghostpia, and it's a season 1. So it only has 1 episode so far. So I think what we're going to do, we are going to jump over to the game camera, and we're going to go check this out. It looks interesting. I do like a good old visual novel. Sorry. So yeah, let's jump over to the game. Here we go. We are at the game. Like I said, we're playing on the Nintendo Switch. And as you can see, it is Ghostpia Season 1. And Episode 1 is there's a new townsperson in town. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to just crack on and have a look. Right, it says here, Episode 1, there's a new townsperson in town. Do you want to start reading from Episode 1? Well, yes, because we're now starting it. This is the first look. So, of course we do. Basic controls. Press A to progress through the story. You can always press the... Alright, here we go. It's been a long journey. It's dark by the time I get out of the station. A cold breeze blows... A cold breeze blows and I suddenly want to go home. This is a ghost town. Similar to our town here. So yeah. What we're going to do, I think we're going to press Y. And we're going to autoplay this. Okay. Alright, I'm still having to do it. So it doesn't really do autoplay. To fulfill her wish. It's a promise I have to keep. I whisper to myself, I've come to see you. Okay, here we go. Josido presents. See, this did have a CRT effect, but I did turn that off so we can see this properly. Ghostpia Season 1. That start screen was amazing. It's been my dream to dream. Yes. Lately I've been sleeping all the time, but I haven't dreamt at all. I want to dream. I want to escape from reality and go elsewhere. But no matter how much I sleep, the world of dreams just won't welcome me. Have I ever had a dream? Have I ever even had a dream? Well, hopefully you have. I'm not quite sure myself. Okay, here we go. And thus, I'm on the precipice of awakening. My body slowly floats up from the darkness in dreamless sleep, reminding me that I do have a body, and I'm not just part of the puddle of dream goo. But I want to sleep longer. I grab a hold of sleep's tail and try to sink myself back into the goo. I wouldn't do that. You get too much of a headache if you sleep too long. When I let out a yawn and open my eyelids, I recognize the sound of a ringing phone. So that's what woke me up. The trifling realization sends sparks flying within my brain, instantly casting aside my drowsiness. I don't get that. Too many painkillers. Always drowsy. Ooh. So I'm using the controller and it moves. So as you can see, look. We go up and we go down. So yeah, That's cool. I've woken up once again. My heart feels cold, heavy, as if someone had poured icy water into the empty hole of my chest. I look outside the window. It's almost dawn. Everyone's starting to go home. The air's hurried and restless, but also somehow satisfied and overflowing with hope. And then my heart gets another degree colder. Let's go. I quickly grab a change of clothes, put on my coat, and head to the door leading out of my one-room apartment. I wince at the cold sensation of the metal doorknob when I turn it. Once I walk through the hall and down the stairs, the door there leads outside. Don't do it, it's too peoply. Oh, it's no, okay. That's pretty scenery. It's the same outside as ever. Thick snow covers the ground. Like always, good things I bought my... Yeah, it's a good thing you bought your boots. Not like me, I'm wearing Crocs, so that would not go down very well in the snow. A cursory glance at a nearby brick fence reveals graffiti in a language foreign to me. Behind it in the distance are buildings covered in pastel, candy-like colours, except they're now faded, dull, and ambiguous. All the big words in this. Stop making me use my brain, people. But come on. There aren't many tall buildings. What does stand out though? There's a cylinder thrust and forth in the middle of the town. Oh yeah, it looks like a rocket. As well as a peculiar silhouette of a church in the distance that almost looks like it's got an onion on top. It does kind of look like an onion on top. In any case, I've got the feeling that this isn't the place where I belong. It's a shame. This is a ghost town. Someone decided it would be called that. Like, I said that same about my town. Everything's closing. The only thing we've got is a beach. Or rather, that's all anyone's ever called it. This is a ghost town after all. There's not much else here. So if you're not going same town after its inhabitants, what else are you going to call it? It's ghosts that live here. Okay. Now, is she dead? Is she a ghost? Is this actually a ghost world? Or rather, that's all anyone's ever called them. Okay. I think that's the only thing they're comfortable calling themselves since they live forever. And alright, so I'm guessing these are ghosts then. They really are ghost-like in that sense. But I guess since the like part is off-putting, they've settled on just straight up calling themselves ghosts. Naturally, I'm a ghost myself. There we go. There's the answer I wanted. Come on, autoplay. Alright, it's not gonna autoplay. Alright, so we can go forward. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I do realise that I'm kind of basic. But watching the pitch black expanse gradually fade to navy and then the blue makes me feel somehow both excited and relaxed. Ah, more snow. I take a step forward and get confused. That's a cool visual. Why am I sounding so gloomy? I often space out and lose track of what I'm thinking. I've been like this for longer than I can remember. I feel like a broken machine. I feel you. Broken as well. If only I could keep these sad thoughts away. Not once have I ever been able to stop them. Well, that's horrible, I'm sorry. I start digging through my memory to try and remember what started that gloomy train of thought. I walk outside half asleep. My feet just started walking on their own. Someone once said, subconscious part of our mind, is larger than the conscious one. Sorry. I pass through a small gate of a similarly small apartment complex. There's so many footprints left in the snow, but they're all footprints heading home, in the opposite direction that I'm heading. It seems like that lonely thought has set my memory into motion. Oh, don't be like that. Come on. I remember now. Once again, I failed to dream. Then I got a phone call from that girl, which woke me up. What girl? What girl? We need to know. I couldn't sit still, so I went outside. Yoko? I think that's how you pronounce it. Aha! I wish I didn't remember that. But I suppose when you've forgotten something, it's human nature to try and remember it. I need to remember may not be at the top of the hierarchy of needs, but it's definitely pretty high up. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, I muttered to myself as I tread through the snow. The art style is really nice on this game. Even though it's just a visual novel, the art style is really nice. When I reached the road, the snow was already being cleared, making it much easier to walk. There's not another soul on the road. I can feel the gazes of the ghosts from inside their buildings. I can't say I like it, but it's better than seeing them face to face. There are many ghosts in this town, but as someone who currently doesn't have any friends, my one and only hobby is to walk around town early in the morning like this. Okay. It's nostalgic, melancholic, and yet somewhat exciting. That's how I feel when I go to these walks. I walk through the shady backdrop of the cities. Okay. There are benches placed here and there, as well as signboards for a cafe with a full view of the plaza. That'd be cool to go to. And that's due to the overwhelming presence of something that's opposite and calm and relaxing. Oh, so it is a rocket. I did say it looked like a rocket in the background. At the center of the plaza is this stone wreckage of what probably used to be a fountain, and sticking out a gigantic metal cylinder with fins. It's been here for ages. Its silhouette is simple and clear. So too is its purpose: destruction. Complete and utter destruction. There's no mistaking it. It's a missile. Yes, yes it is. I've no way of knowing what sort of missile it is, but the fact of the matter is that it's a missile. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't know how long this town's history goes, but ever since it's become a ghost town, the missile's been there. Apparently since it hasn't exploded, it's probably a dud. Oh, that's scary, knowing that you got a dud missile there that it could basically explode. And strangely enough, the missile's packed with names of the town's ghosts etched all over it. Some sort of memorial. Why not? If it's going to be there, why not do it? Naturally, my name's on there too. I've no memory of writing it there, and yet there it is. Like a signature on a shady contract I've been deceived into signing. Maybe I'll be a little proud to have my name here when I like this town. But since I don't, it doesn't make me happy at all. Instead, it makes me feel like I've been bound to this depressing place. So, if anything, I find it disgusting. Yeah, I get it. It basically is probably bounding you there. Maybe the town did get destroyed by a missile. We'll probably figure that one out at some point. Suki kick. That was pretty cool. I take 2 or 3 steps back, get a running start, and give the missile a good kick. Dying, it could explode. Specifically, I aim at the spot where my name is written. Someone speaks up from behind me. You idiot, what if it explodes? Yes, exactly, see. Anya, you're correct. Shocked, I turned around to see a red-headed girl I recognize. She's a person, or rather a ghost, I'd rather not run into. Eep. That's one thing I haven't forgotten. What? It's not like I did anything. No, you just scared the jeebus out of me. She may not have done anything, but I have. So I don't know what to say. Obviously, I'm not expecting her to do anything in retaliation. And it's not like I hate her or anything. But I don't know if what I've done maybe was some kind of taboo. It could be. You kicked a missile that could literally go kaboom. Like, come on. So all I can do is let out a pathetic groan. Hey, wait. I turn around and make a break for it. I run shamelessly, waving around my arms and legs. I can imagine you're probably just running like this. If I could run, I'd be doing the same. Anya, that redheaded, appeared right behind me. So I have no choice but to make a loop around the town that's roughly shaped like a circle in order to get back home. I try to run fast, but my body just doesn't feel like it. I get that. I keep tripping and almost crying every time. But before I realise that I'm back home, when I close the door behind me, I finally snap out of it. I can almost feel the wind blowing through my stomach. Now that I think about it, I haven't eaten anything in a long time. That sucks. Well, it's not like I'm gonna die or anything. No, you're not. I tossed my coat off by the door. It started melting from the bottom. Okay. Like when an orange peel eats through a piece of styrofoam. But that happens. The bubbles melt and forms droplets. Ugh. The boots I tossed by the bed melt too, leaving behind useless heels and soles. I don't get it, it's meh. By the time I toss myself onto bed, even my feet start to melt. Even ghosts feel pain. Once the skin melts off, it exposes muscles that gets dry and stiff upon contact with the area hurts. Oof. That sounds like me when I'm in the cold weather. It really hurts everything. The smallest flicker of air in the room caused me unbearable pain, as if rubbing irritants into open wounds. Jeez. Ghosts can't survive the morning sun. The reason I kept tripping over myself on the way here may have been the result of losing part of my leg muscles. Could be. Thinking about that possibly helps distract me a little from the pain. But it's not as much of a problem as it may seem. I know about the pain. I have a certain condition which gives me constant pain. Nothing dies in this town. Just leave it alone for a while and everything will go back to how it should be. Sleep is a temporary lend your body to the darkness of slumber. By the time I wake up, my body will be back to normal, my legs will have healed, and won't hurt anymore, hopefully. Oh. Yoko, that's a shame, that's horrible. I speak up, even though I know there's nobody there to respond. Well, it'd be nice if there was someone to respond, someone to sympathise with my pain. I do. Okay, I sympathise with your pain. I go through it every day. It's horrible. But it does help having a support network. It really does. This game sort of like hits home a bit with I went through a point of loneliness and stuff like that. And with the pain, the constant pain. So this game visual novel definitely hits home a little bit. And it's heart wrenching. But we are going to carry on for a little bit longer. Maybe I'm a little lonely. Did a teardrop fall onto my pillow? Or was it just my imagination? My eyes fall shut before I can find out. I can see a town off into the distance. I'm heading there at full speed. To the left and right is nothing but endless snow desert. Up ahead, railroad tracks stretch far into the distance. Behind me, the railroad ties blurs together, which is a sign that we must be going pretty fast. At this speed, I should be feeling the wind onto my skin, but it doesn't feel like anything on my body. It's only now that I realise I don't even have a body at all. Without a body, I exist as nothing more than a perspective. Perspective that's somehow chugging along the railroad like a train. Without a body, I don't get tired. I just aimlessly watch the scenery flow by. Once I'm about a few kilometres away from the town, I finally recognise it. That's the town I live in. There's a bit of relief. At least it's not some strange unknown territory. Before long, my train self will arrive at the station. As I gradually slow down, my body doesn't feel a thing, not even a momentum. Suddenly my perspective switches, as if someone had turned the turning dial on an old analog radio. My new perspective is facing the doors inside the train. I'm already at the train station. The doors open automatically. There stands a girl. She pulls the corners of her mouth to the side as to say "blah" before telling me, "Welcome. Welcome, I've lived here for a long time, so I don't need anyone to welcome me. What's even going on?" I try to tell her those things, but I can't speak at all. By the time I wake up, it's completely dark outside. Ghosts are nocturnal creatures, and thus the town's bustling with liveliness. No dreams again. You did dream, that's how you just dreamt, so you did dream. Pain in my legs and the damage to my clothes have both vanished, as if nothing had happened. I'm just a little relieved. I think I woke up much earlier than usual. I check outside the window again as part of my daily habit. See how much time is left before sunrise. We need to talk. I haven't seen the electric bulletin board before. It looks pretty, haphazardly made. See, there's wires poking out and duct tape stuck on here and there. It's probably handmade, more than likely. It's been lazily stuck on the wall of a building facing my apartment. I've got a hunch as to who put it there. Almost everything as well can be fixed with a little duct tape. Yes, it can. Absolutely, I agree with that one. I can still vividly remember her voice, but maybe that's because I actually heard her voice just yesterday. Bling, bling. The phone starts to ring right on cue. I check to see if my socks are on and if my boots and coat are there. I comb my hair with my fingers, but I'll probably just get messy again. It's not like I've got time to fix it properly though. I'm off. I turn the doorknob and pull hard. So we do see a little spelling mistake here. So doorknob and are together. So a little bit of a grammar problem there, but you know, we look past that. When I open the door, I see a ghost standing in the common area of the apartment hallway. Is she a grown-up child? Or a childish adult? I'm a childish adult, and I'll completely agree with always being one of those. By appearance, she could go either way. But if you ask me, I know she's the former. I think she's beautiful. Oh. Yoo-hoo. Big summer blowout. Sorry, had to do it. Even as she started talking, she doesn't stop filing her nails. She's number 2 on my list of people I'd rather not see right now. If it's not obvious, number 1 on the list is that red-headed girl, the ghost named Anya. Long time no see. When I hear a somewhat friendly tone, it takes everything I have to keep my mind from unraveling. Very smart, I get the feeling that all of this was part of those girls' plan to get to me. Those two know me. Probably have one for far longer than I've known them. Okay. I need to go on a walk. I know I can't oppose her, but I know I can't just not oppose her either. Listen to what I have to say, and you can go on as many walks as you like. I'm getting dizzy. Speak softly. With a firm fortitude. I don't think anyone can meaningfully oppose her in any way. The phone keeps ringing behind the door I just shut. It's kind of nauseating. But I'm sure you'll find what I have to say quite interesting. It's not like I don't want to hear it, but why me? Please don't get the wrong idea, I just need help. Help? Take a step forward, closing the distance between us. My body tenses up. Yeah, I do the same when someone gets too close. Can't be sure she isn't carrying a knife. You're a ghost, not gonna hurt. Not like she's isn't allowed to. Whatever. I'll just put up with it for now. It's not like I'll die or anything. As I let my thoughts run wild, I suddenly smell something sweet. Something relaxing. A new ghost has arrived. Brings her face up close and whispers in my ear. It sends shivers down my spine, blowing away both the nausea and sleepiness. A new ghost? Breeze tickles my earlobe, the tips of my toes tingle, and my shoulders freeze in place. Oh yeah, I guess ghosts breathe too. Oh, I'm pretty sure they do. Shh, not so loud. It's still a secret. Don't whisper in my ear. Like I said, not so loud. Only whispering in my ears for secrecy's sake. But my ears are so sensitive, I can't focus on what she's saying. Okay, I'll listen. I'll hear you out at least. Really, thank you. I thought you might say that. May I come into your room? Let's have a little private talk, woman to woman. Gently smiles from the ear to ear, like a flower blooming. I feel guilty thinking that there's nothing about me that deserves a smile like that. I've got an infuriating complex about how I'll never be able to smile like that. And you will get to smile. Pardon the intrusion. I'm just gonna go a little bit longer into this. Since I haven't even locked the door yet, opens it up on her own and starts to walk in. But then stops in place. Whoa. Must forget my ninja manners. Ninja? Before she crosses the threshold in my room, places her hands together and bows. Okay. I heard that this was a ninja costume. Okay. No way. Apparently I've become known as a ninja in this town without even knowing about it. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, that is Ghostpia. It's a visual novel of a girl living in a ghost town. That's all we know so far, and that a new ghost has appeared in town. It's very touchy on some of the subjects. Like, I know about the loneliness and the pain. I go through that every day. Apart from the loneliness, because I have a little friend group, and I have my other half. But I've gone through that pain myself. I've gone through the physical pain. I go through that every day. So it does touch on some touchiness in, well, touchy subjects like loneliness and pain, which is very close to me because, you know, I've been there a lot. But I'm going to continue playing this I don't want to completely spoil this episode of the game. But so far, it's pretty cool. I do like these sort of games. So again, a massive thank you to Keymailer, PQ, devs for allowing me to check this game out. I'm going to continue playing this off camera because, like I said, I don't want to spoil the rest of the game. We've gone half an hour into it. I'm pretty sure it was longer than that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool visual novel. So I've been the Zebra Guy, or Marty. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in another video.